So you're probably asking yourself, what does this tree have to do with my next video? Well, stay tuned and you'll find out. Hey guys, welcome back to Aloe and Clover. So today we're going to be talking about DIY stuff, my favorite. So we're going to be talking about how you can build a shelf to showcase your most favorite pictures, most favorite memorabilia. In this case, the actual building of the shelves will be done by my husband because I am not a woodworker. And you'll definitely want to go to his Etsy channel to check out some of his amazing woodworking. It is at Gorton+Oak. So if you want to check it out, it's on Etsy. So what we're going to talk about today is, like I said, the DIY build a shelf. And this part is more of like the theory or the idea behind what I want the end product to look like. So for me, a lot of different size frames, preferably 2 to 3 different size frames, I think is ideal when you put it on the shelf because it gives it some height and some depth because you'll be overlapping those frames as well. So that's super important. You'll want to pick kind of one theme, and this is just my opinion. In my pictures, you'll see that they are all black and white, and a lot of my pictures are going to be centered around obviously my family, but also nature. So we do have some pictures that will be of clouds and trees and water or things of that nature. So just keep that in mind. So those are just some ideas for the aesthetic part of this project. And I'm always inspired by the wonderful Joanna Gaines and also Pottery Barn. This is definitely where I draw a lot of my inspiration because their style is very much farmhouse chic. So keep that in mind when you're taking a look at the things that we do create. Oh, the other thing that you might want to add into this design concept, that's what the word I was looking for was, that I couldn't possibly come up with because I'm a tired mom. Any other tired moms out there? So the other design concept that you might want to add into the shelves, we did a shelf with a little bit of a lip on it because this avoids the frames from coming forward and accidentally breaking on the ground. But one other thing that you might want to consider is greenery. So maybe a small plant on the shelf, maybe a small knick-knack type thing, candle, maybe it's your favorite diffuser or something of that nature, salt lamp. So just keep those things in mind as considerations for kind of making your space very homey, very comfortable, very relaxing. That is definitely the key word. If I could tell you a word, that is what I'm kind of trying to go for with this DIY project, is relaxing. If you are a parent, you know very well there's not a lot of downtime. And even if you're not a parent, maybe you're just a busy corporate business person or you own your own company. You want your space to be relaxing, inviting, and definitely somewhere that's your sanctuary. So keep those thoughts and concepts in your head and kind of try to think about what makes you excited for that. What makes you feel comfortable? What makes you feel at home? So definitely think about those different things when you're thinking about the design concept. And I promise you, it will come out fabulous. Okay guys, as you can see, this is our finished product of the shelves, and I promise you I am not a narcissist. This was my husband's idea to give you a little bit more real life application of putting the pictures in the frames without it being our personal family photos, which will eventually replace these very personal photos of me. So this is just to kind of give you an idea of sizing and shapes of frames. Feel free to explore with them. Obviously, the nice thing about it is you can move the frames around as you see fit, as you want to add more frames because you have more pictures you want to showcase, then you can certainly do that, and it's not a big deal because they're not like tied into the wall at all. The other nice thing is you'll notice that the picture frames are not exactly the same thickness, size, or brand of frame. You can mix match different types of frames, different colors, different textures, different widths, different sizes, as I had mentioned before. And it's all really up to your personal preference. We chose to do a thinner black frame with some different sizes in it. We might eventually add some more larger frames to give it a little bit more of a balanced look, but as for purposes of display right now, just to kind of give you an idea, you'll see that there's basically 3 different size frames. That's what I would recommend as a minimum if you wanted to complete this look and give it a little bit of life. If it's too many small frames or too many big frames, then you might not have the balance that you're looking for. The other thing that you'll notice is we added some of my favorite books to the shelf for just a little variety. And also one of my favorite people's candle. So shout out to Joanna Gaines. I do love her stuff, and that was a personal gift from my brother-in-law. So shout out to him for the wonderful gift. And you'll notice that I also added a little bit of greenery. I haven't finished this completely. I'm gonna probably wind up adding some more greenery to the lower bottom shelf on the right hand side to kind of balance the look. But the purpose of the greenery is obviously to add another element to the shelf and bring nature into the house, which is important to me because I really enjoy being outside and I love plants and I love flowers. So that is actually a dried eucalyptus that I put into just a plain clear vase. You can add in flowers, you can add in fake flowers, you can add in whatever you like. So that's just to give you an idea. And you'll notice that the brackets came out amazing. They're those heavier black thick brackets. And I really liked the way that they came out. They give it a nice sturdy feature and really strong lines. And the shelf is a natural finished wood, which I really loved as well because it kind of ties more into this room. And if you are curious, the wall color is like a light blue. And I'm really enjoying this color. I definitely find it is my go-to color is blue. So, but obviously whatever color palette you want to go with, go for it. But I hope that this inspires you to make your space more homey, make your space more yours, and to make your space comfortable, because you should be comfortable at home. And if you're anything like me and you're a homebody, the more elements of your life you can bring into your home, the more comfortable and the more you don't want to leave. So especially during this quarantine time, I have found that it's given me a little bit more inspiration and a little bit more drive to finish some of the projects that I've wanted to do in the house. and this is certainly one of them. Thank you so much for watching Aloe and Clover, and if you liked this and you found this to be super helpful, please subscribe to my channel. We are trying to get to our 1,000 subscribers and also to our 4,000 watched hours. So if you could help us out, I'd really appreciate it, and thank you so much for joining us. Bye-bye.